Hello Scrappy friends, it's Simone with another process video in my Currently album for 2018. My Currently album is an album where I originally planned to simply put in all of my currently lists. I had been doing them in my traveler's notebook in 2017 or sometimes in 2017, and I wanted to my goal was to do a currently list every month using the same prompts and also include selfies of myself. So this is the selfie currently page. And as you can see, I really truly hate the size of the page protector. They're supposed to be 4x6 pockets, but they're way too wide and high. And so I decided I couldn't deal with this, and I cut down some white cardstock and then took out the cards and glued one to the front and back, and so now these cards don't wiggle around in my pocket as much. This is the first time I actually use a 6x8 album. No, that's not true. I had done a 6x8 album for a summer vacation. It was one of the very first scrapbooking projects that I did when I started scrapbooking in fall of 2014, but it is the first time that I use it as an ongoing project, and it is, challenging to say the least, because I don't use a certain set of page protectors, and I switch sizes for the inserts or the pages, and that throws me off. So there has to go, for at least for me, there has to go a lot of planning into this album. I need to know what is going to be on the back side of this. Do I have anything for the pockets? Because it's just not, it's supposed to be intentional, the album. I told you the currently lists, and I started adding other things in, and I will talk about this probably a little bit more later on, but it's just hard. So I really have to plan. I have to know what size my photo is going to be. I have to know which one I need to have in what size, and that's why I actually cut down this selfie, which was a 6x8 photo, to a 4x6, because I just didn't have a use for it, and actually I like it better this way. The card Reasons You Are Loved is from an Ali Edwards story kit for February, and I totally loved the card and the prompt. And since I haven't been feeling that well in February, I decided to do this prompt for myself and not writing why other people love me. That's why I'm crossing out the title, but why I love myself. And it was quite hard to think of 10 things that I love about myself. I didn't want to write like my little teeny tiny toe. Well, if I loved it, maybe I should have written it. I wrote down, I love that I have curls now, because that changed. When I was a little child, my hair was straight. And as I got older, my hair turned curlier. And I really like that. I always wanted curls when I was younger. And now I have them. I don't know why, but I have them. And now I'm decorating those, the card and the photo. I wanted to bring it together. That's why I added the puffy 10. It is 10 prompts or 10 lines. There is 10 numbers 1 through 10 on the left side of the journaling card. And so I really wanted to add this 10. And so it reads 10 reasons I love myself. You might be wondering why I haven't just created a different journaling card. And I can only tell you that I really like the way this card turned out. I like that you can see what inspired me to journal about this, and I like that I can see the new title as well. So I haven't done my currently list for February. I have made another spread that I did for February, but I haven't done that for I haven't really written down my list, and that is actually why I started the notebook. And so that is what I'm doing right here. I'm using a Cocoa Daisy A5 planner page, and many of them are blank or grid pages on one side. And it was perfect to type out my currently list on there. I covered up the believe in yourself. I mean, it's a great is it called affirmation to have that on there, but I didn't really want that on this currently list. It didn't really have anything to do with what I am actually writing about, and so I thought I was going to cover it up with the die cut that said right now, and then I actually found a currently die cut in my die cut box, and so I added that and used a bit of washi tape that was in the February planner kit from Cocoa Daisy to layer it under there and create some kind of a title. The top of the page, so I added my list at the bottom. I measured it out before I started typing, and I saw that I had enough space, and so I really liked having my text underneath the embellishment cluster, but then the top of the page just looked way too empty. And I still had some of the planner pages left, and so I decided to just fussy cut some of the flowers that were on those pages. And that's what I did here, and then I also cut out some hearts. I brought in a teeny tiny heart punch, and I'm going to punch some different colors from those pages. And that is actually what I'm going to use for my embellishments. Yeah, I'm still looking for more. Yep, another one here, and then I think I'm done with punching hearts. And now I'm going to stick down the flowers, and I think I changed it up from the way I had it before. I liked the green twig hanging down on the side. I really liked that it was somewhat connecting to the journaling underneath. That wouldn't have happened if I had let it stay the way it was before. So yeah, so now I'm gluing the roses, I think, guess what they are, down. I'm just cutting off excess that is sticking off or hanging off the page, and then I'm going to add those hearts. And once I'm done with this, when I think I'm actually done, I will still work on it some more. But once I'm completely done, I use my planner punch that is new, and because the album is from Studio Calico, it has 6 you need 6 holes for it, and I think, well, a planner has 6 holes, but something went wrong, and I so totally ruined my page. It has, and I had to trim it down a bit more because on the left side, because the rings don't align with the rings in my album. Grrr, I really hate that. And that's another thing that I really struggle with is I like creating 6x8 spreads, but I don't like putting them into page protectors. I really like having the variety between page protectors and paper. And yeah, but then when I punch it and put it in there, it's way too small, and I really need to figure something out there. But I'm not going to do anything to that page once it's done, because I need to figure out what I'm going to do on the back. As I told you before, I really take more time to plan and print my photos for this album. That's why I'm still stuck in a February here, or finishing up February, and haven't even started with my March currently pages. So that was my son who just got back from school, but he promised me to be quiet until I'm done because it's almost over. When I put the cards into the pockets and the currently page next to the cards, I thought, maybe I need something to bring them together. I added the heart, and then I decided I would just take a scrap flower and cut it fuzzy cut it more and then add it to this card so that the spread looks somewhat cohesive. And I really like how this turns out in the end. So this is my February currently in my 6x8 album. I can't wait to continue with my March spreads, and hopefully I can, keep up with doing this album because there is so many beautiful things that I'm capturing for myself and for my kids. If you're inspired, I would love to see what you come up with your currently album. There are some more ideas on screen right now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time, hopefully. Thank you so much for all of your likes and your comments. I really appreciate each and every one of them. Bye.